Spent most of last night dragging this leg for the corpses of all my past mistakes. Tell me how the joke's on you, we saw when you all the wound. Empty another bottle and let me tear you to pieces. This is me wishing you into the worst situations. I'm the kind of kid that can't let anything go, but you wouldn't know a good thing if it came up and split your throat. Whoa, whoa, ooh, whoa, whoa. Your remorse hasn't fallen on deaf ears, rather ones that just don't care. 'Cause I know that you're in between arms somewhere, next to heartbeats where you shouldn't be asleep. Now I'll teach you a lesson for keeping secrets from me. Take your taste back, peel back your skin, and try to forget how it feels inside. You should try saying no once in a while. Oh, once in a while. Take your taste back, peel back your skin, and try to forget how it feels inside. You should try saying no once in a while. Oh, once in a while. And did you hear the news? I could dissect you and gut you on this stage, not as eloquent as I may have imagined, but it will get the job done when you're done. Every line is plotted and designed to leave you standing on your bedroom window's ledge, and everyone else that it hits, that it gets to, is nothing more than collateral damage. Take your taste back, peel back your skin, and try to forget how it feels inside. You should try saying no once in a while. Oh, once in a while. Take your taste back, peel back your skin, and try to forget how it feels inside. You should try saying no once in a while. Oh, once in a while.
Are you guys ready to get whiplash? As if you don't every show. This is Figjams session 94. We're getting really close to 100. Fun times out here. I don't know what I'm feeling. I'm in a weird headspace. I'll just put that out right off the bat. I got some stories to tell. I got some songs to play. Okay, here's the thing. So, the show tonight, listen. This is what my brain came up with. And you guys can call bullshit because it's metaphorical, okay? I'm a poet. I need to turn on some lights in here. I'm sitting in like a dark cave right now. It's kind of creepy. But that's the vibes. So, it's autumn. Congratulations, you've made it this far in life. I'm really proud of you. And I've started to see like 1 or 2 yellow leaves, and I'm so fucking excited. Mostly because most of my wardrobe is like fall clothes, and I like to layer, and summer scares me, and I hate it, and I hate sweating, and I hate being hot, and I love like smelling the autumn breeze. I walked out like August 1st and I like smelt it in the air, bro. It was incredible. I also just got paid, so it was a good day all around. But you shouldn't tell people in August that it's fall because they get really mad. So I learned that the hard way. These songs I have lined up for you tonight are like leaves on the tree outside right now, and slightly yellow, a few of them. Most of them are doing okay. There's a change in the air, right? So these are all leaves of a tree that is me. So I did make a statement there, I feel. We're starting the show off with Fall Out Boy, of course. I've been listening to My Chemical Romance a lot today. A lot, actually. 3 Cheers is the album of choice for My Chemical Romance today. And that slightly inspired this. I'm also actively like reading Twilight right now, and it's so goddamn bad, but it's so good. Like, I felt I was reading with someone, she looked over, she's like, all she read on the page was like, there can't be 2 alphas, Jake. And I'm like, yeah, it's so amazing. I love Twilight. Stephanie Meyer's got, because here's the thing is like, it's not a boring book at all. It's one of the most like, and I already know what happens, right? I've seen the movie, like I'm reading the last book, Breaking Dawn. And I've seen the movie like a million times. I know what happens, but it's still like thrilling to read. I love this shit, and I will be reading this during the show. So there's some songs inspired by Twilight. I'm gonna play some Radiohead songs that relate to Twilight, because why not? 9 Inch Nails we got on here. I got some Lemonade Mouth. You guys don't understand. I don't know what's going on. You don't know what's going on, but it all makes sense in some weird twisted way. Lots of Deftones. So I don't even think we can comprehend what's going on here unless we listen with our ears, comprehend with our minds. I'm gonna start us off with also a really good album if you guys haven't listened to it. Loggerhead by Wooloo. It's like techno rap, like dark, dingy club vibes, I suppose. That's gonna lead us into 9 Inch Nails. So without further ado, here's Slightly by Wooloo on Figjams. Thanks for listening.
I don't feel the same. I know we and no break. Nothing is the same from the weakness. I don't wanna fade from the weakness. I don't wanna fade. I don't feel the same. I know we and no break. Nothing is the same from the weakness. I don't wanna change you. I could stop wasting. You're keeping in step in the line. Got your chin held high and you feel just fine 'cause you do what you're told. But inside your heart it is black and it's hollow and it's cold. Just how deep do you believe? Will you bite the hand that feeds? Will you chew until it bleeds? Can you get up off your knees?
a prank on a misery, putting pressure on your please. Catch a, wanting to tease. Generate a side to be dignified and give a toast to make it the most. Putting pressure on your please. Catch a, wanting to tease.
And that was a Take It To Fantastic by Cannonball Jane. Some Radiohead before that. The Hand That Feeds by 9 Inch Nails. I don't know if y'all be listening to 9 Inch Nails. I do not. 9 Inch Snails. Those are some large snails. What I've decided to do with my time, and what I'm doing to this playlist is going through my entire closet. It happened sporadically because I didn't mean to do this, and now my bed is full of clothes, and that happened within the last 4 songs. So I decided to go through my entire closet and put together some outfits because I've been feeling fugly lately. I'm not even gonna front with you. New York has a way of making you feel ugly. I don't know. And I was talking to my roommate about this the other day, and I was like, well, I guess there's so many pretty people here that it's like out of the norm, therefore more interesting to be like plain looking. But nevertheless, I need a little confidence boost, and the easiest way I know how to do that without spending money is by trying on every single piece of clothing in my closet. So that's what I'm doing. And I can't just do that, right? Like, I have to document everything I do ever. So I'm like taking pictures in the mirror of the outfits, printing them out on this little like portable printer that I have, and sticking them to the back of my closet door, so I don't have to think about making outfits. I can just look and recreate one of the pictures. So that's what I've decided to do with my evening. Let me know in the comments what you're doing with yours. If you want something to do, and you want to feel like a little sense of nostalgia, maybe go watch Lemonade Mouth, because every time I watch that movie, I obtain a new lust for life. So I'll give you a little taste of that. Here is More Than a Band from the motion picture movie 2011 Lemonade Mouth. Here's More Than a Band.
I can't pretend to know how you feel, but know that I'm here, know that I'm real.
Say what you want, or don't talk at all.
Not gonna let you fall. Reach for my hand, 'cause it's held out for you. My shoulders are small, but you can cry on them too. Everything changes, but one thing is true. Understand, we'll always be more than a band. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You My shoulders are strong, but you can cry on them too. Everything changes, but one thing is true. Understand, we'll always be more than a band.
We're all anemic in here.
executioners. You can outlive your executioners. But you're on TV, you're expendable. But you're on TV, you're expendable. Sleep at night if you can stay alive. Sleep at night if you can stay alive. Stay alive if you can sleep at night. Stay alive if you can sleep at night.
Okay. Yeah, I was streaming on God knows what. I think one of my roommates turned on the TV. And the TV just really wanted to listen to The Butcher. God, that's such a fucking good song though. Am I right? That Deerhoof song, I Will Spite Survive. I was fucking listening to that walking to work the other day, losing my shit because I don't know. I think somebody told me something was in retrograde, and I'm gonna take that because what the fuck was this last fucking week? I've had so much happen in this last week that my brain just feels scrambled. And like most of it's to do with work, and I was just dreading going to work. And I get like that sometimes, and it's usually like when I'm the most hormonal, chemically speaking, but still it was an awful feeling of dread. And so I was just like sitting in my bed, and I was like, okay, well, I have to do something to cry my fucking eyeballs out now because I'm gonna go to work and it's gonna like suck ass, and I just need to like get it out. And usually I can do that, and I'll just cry for, you know, however long, 5-10 minutes, and feel pretty good and just be like, okay, well, that was cathartic, like I got it out of my system. No, because I sat here and cried and cried and cried for like a solid like 2 hours. And don't be worried about me because like this is healing for me. Like this is what I decided to do instead of go to therapy. So it's fine. And I'll sit here and I was like, I need something like gut wrenching just to take it out of me. So I listened to Hilo by Jack Stauber. Cause that'll do it to a bitch. And I don't know, was feeling weird, was listening to it. Weird things were happening on the cellular device, weird feelings, and I just couldn't stop crying. And then it was an hour before work, and then it was 30 minutes before I had to leave for work, and I was still like a fucking hot mess. And I was like talking to my roommate, and he's like, you should just like call your mom. And I was like, okay, yes, like I know that would make me feel better, but the thing is like I can't afford. Did you guys just hear that like bone crack in the back of my throat? That was crazy. I was like, I can't afford to like actually lose my shit. But whatever, I decided to call my mom on the train anyways. And like, that's fucking really fun to cry on the subway because you don't know anyone. No one cares. I mean, they do care. They kind of like stared at me, but like, I don't give a shit. Like the subway people are not real. Wait, is that fucked up? I don't know. I feel like it's like a liminal space. It's a dimension that like only exists for you. And like, yeah, you like feel people outside of like your scope, but like, I don't know. It's because I have to treat riding the subway as my like car time. So I kind of have to tune everything out because if not, I'm just like surrounded by constant stimulation all the time and I can't do that. Like I'm too fucking autistic for that shit. So I was calling my mom on the train, lost my fucking shit. And then I was walking to work, and then that song came on. It was like, I Will Spite Survive. And I was like, okay, you know what? Fuck it. We ball. Like, it's fine. And I got to work, automatically cried. But I could hold it in. Like, I could play it off pretty, like, well. And the owner of the fucking restaurant that I work at, that has never been in before, of course, came back from Greece that day. And I was losing my fucking mind. And so I was also super nervous because they've told me a million times, my coworkers, like, yeah, if you keep on doing like XYZ, like what you're doing, you're going to get fired. I've been told that the past like 3 weeks. And so now the owner comes to like watch over and see how everything's going. And like, I'm like, no, fuck this. Like, I can't do this. And so I was just like, well, if I get fired, like whatever. Like I literally just had to push it out of my mind that like I was going to be under critique that night because like that was the last straw. Like I couldn't handle it. But I kind of kicked ass. I always say I wish I had a soundboard. That's something I'm adding for season for surprise things happening in Figjams as we reach session 100. But I need a soundboard because I need a little applause button because I fucking kicked ass that shift, feeling awful. But the thing is, and like, I don't know if this is healthy or not. I feel like it's healthy because it helps me, but not everything that makes you feel better is healthy, so I don't know. But I like to video gamify life. And I know this is like a popular method for people with ADHD is to like I've seen it go to the extreme. Like people have like whiteboards and they keep points and they get like extra like level ups and bonuses if they do like XYZ, and like every chore is like 50 XP, you know, like crazy shit like that. I don't really do all that, but I do pretend when I'm at work that I'm playing Restaurant Simulator like in Roblox or some shit. And it really helps me get through the day. And it was really busy and I had a lot of tables, and like 3 hours go by, 5 hours, 7 hours, you know, and the shift fucking flew by, and I was like chatting it up with the guy, and like I just started to feel so good, and it sucks, but like because I was working. And sometimes like there's the sadness where you just want to lay in bed and you can't do anything. And there's the sadness that's like, I need to get out of my own head, like right now. And honestly, in those moments, like going to work is kind of the best. Like I still felt the fucking dread. Like I did not want to go into that place. I did not want to go into that place because you guys don't even understand. And I don't know how to relay the energy at my job. But let's just say, like, I do not fit in here yet. I definitely don't fit in here. And that's okay. Like, I don't know. I've seen people who've been in New York for, like, 10, 12 years. And don't get me wrong. Like, I've met some cool people. But, like, my job is talking to people and, like, serving people all day. So I've met some people. And you know, not everyone's going to be your cup of tea. And I feel like in a sea of so many people, I have met more not my cup of teas than I would otherwise. So I'm okay not fitting in, honestly. And the only reason I like know that I don't is because, okay, I think my coworkers think I do drugs. I think they think I'm sniffing some shit in the bathroom, because the other day, one of them looked at me and they were like, how do you have so much energy? Like, I was just standing there, like, humming and, like, bouncing around and, like, making a coffee. By the way, do not know how to make coffees. I've made some shit-ass espressos. I should look up a YouTube video. I need to do that before I go into work, actually. I'm going to write a little note to myself. And she's like, why do you have so much energy all the time? And I was like, I don't know. I don't feel like I do. I really feel like my baseline is people's, like, or even my low energy moods are people's like baselines here. At least like that's generalizing because everyone's different, you know. But like, I don't know, you just get in the hustle and bustle, and like, and I was talking to the new guy about this, and I was like, I feel like, because I asked him, I was like, what are New Yorkers like conserving all their energy for? Because people are just straight up assholes sometimes, and they just don't give you energy or even like the time of day, because they just like feel like speaking, like that's 2 words wasted saying to you what they could conserve for whatever. And so I asked, that's what it feels like. So I asked this guy, I was like, what are people conserving all their energy for? And he was like, that's for you to find out. Bitch, what? What are you talking about? I think it's not that I have so much energy. I think it's just because I'm happy. And that makes sense too, because like I'm in a new place and like exciting times, and I feel the best I felt in my entire life. That's not true, because high highs come with low lows, so it's always a balance. But I do feel like I know myself the best I've known myself my entire life, and I feel like I've been like waiting for something like this forever. Like, I wake up in the morning, I go do a million things, I go to work then after, like just like bustling about and like doing whatever I want, and then I have energy after that to go like watch a movie or cook or like go to like to house shows and stuff like that. I never would have like so much energy to do things, and I just find it like the more I exhaust myself in a day, the more I wake up with the next day. Like, it's just constant like building my energy storage. I don't know. It's weird shit. But they were talking to me about that, and they're like, you just talk so much. And it's got me kind of in my head because I'm like, am I like annoying? I really don't care though. That's the thing. It's like I was like thinking about it and I was like, oh, these people think I talk too much. Like, and don't get me wrong, like I'm a little self-aware. Like I know I'm a yapper. That's why I have a whole dedicated like weekly show to just talk for 2 hours to get it out of my fucking system so I don't annoy the shit out of people, because I do be annoying the shit out of these people because I just talk a lot, and like it's not a bad thing on me. It's not a bad thing that they get annoyed, because like rightfully so. It would be on me if like it made me upset, but the thing is like that's just how my personality works with theirs, and it is what it is. I did get kind of bitched at for like talking to tables for too long, and it's so frustrating because so I got like a talking to, and I was like, and it was just like, you talk way too much to the tables, and that's a stark difference from the bartending I would do in Missouri, you know? Like, that's your whole job, is to shoot the shit with people, because they're just, like, single guys at the bar, like, single old men at the bar. Like, what else are they gonna do? Like, you need to talk to them or it's gonna be awkward as fuck. At least for me, in my head, I'm like, oh, no, there cannot be silence. Bad. But, like, I don't know. Talking to people just comes so naturally. And it's not that I'm also, like, intelligent enough to see when people want to have a conversation or not. Like, I'm not a fucking idiot. I'm not just like standing there talking people's ears off to talk people's ears off. And that's what I tried to explain. And I was like, the people are asking me questions. They can tell I'm not from here. People ask me fucking every day if I'm from Texas. It's insane. But they can tell I'm not from here. And they'll ask me, like, how long have you been in New York? Like, and people notice. Like, I've gotten so many comments on, like, you are the happiest person I've ever met, which is insane, which is actually insane to hear, for me especially. But it's like, where are you from? And I'll say Missouri, and they're like, oh, that's why you're so nice, and like all this stuff. And it's so crazy to me because like that's just how I act, and people react so strongly to that here that it's really weird, honestly. Like it's just a lot to think about, or just be like, I'm learning things about myself that I would have never learned because I was in an echo chamber, which is like, okay, maybe I shouldn't call it an echo chamber, but like just around people that are like me. And now that I kind of have to like put myself in a position where I'm so unfamiliar with the setting and the people and the culture, just like of New York in general, it's weird to be called things like happy and energetic and, you know, like whatever, because that's not how I feel. That's not how I felt in the past, but that's how I feel compared to my setting now. It's just a very interesting case study on myself. I mean, it's a learning experience, but it's made me feel like on the contrary, because like it doesn't always get positive reactions. Like from my coworkers, they're like, you know, you're wasting too much time talking. You need to like tone it down a little bit. And they tell me like I'm over the top. I'm like too much, whatever. But you know what? They're either going to keep me and deal with it or send me on my way, and I'll find a job that I can talk, you know, like there's no, well, okay, there is a shortage of jobs for sure. But I'm really not too worried about it. I have, and I don't want to say this like, I don't know, like I'm overly optimistic, but life just kind of works out when you stop trying to control everything. So relinquish that control, let people call you a fucking freak, and move on with your life. What's the line of the song? It's like, kill yourself or get over it. Yeah, that's my motto for life. In the music world of things, we are now at the point in the show where I play a chunk of sad songs after ending it on a Radiohead note. As is every show almost. It's not that they're like super sad, like yeah, there's an Elliott Smith song in there, but I think this is like a very angelic portion of the show, so I'm really excited for it. I'm gonna start with a song that I cannot stop listening to, and it's in a movie. I need to look it up. I don't know what movie. I don't know. the first time I heard it, it felt like the most familiar song in the world, but I had never heard it before that moment. So I don't know. It just connected to me in that way, I suppose. Sounds like fall to me. This is Slip Away by Perfume Genius on Figjams. Thanks for listening.
Singing through your body, and I'm carried by the sound. Every drum, every single beat, they were born from your body, and I'm carried by the sound. Oh, love will never break the shape we take. Oh, baby, let all them voices slip away. Don't look back, I wanna break free. If you never see I'm coming, you never have to hide. Take my hand, take my everything. If we only got a moment, give it to me now.
La vida es una y a nadie le debo.
up with no feet. Wonder how Hooded Boy would be understood if he woke up with no feet. Wonder how Hooded Boy would be understood if he woke up with no feet. Wonder how Hooded Boy would be understood if he woke up with no feet. Wonder how Hooded Boy would be understood if he woke up with no feet. Wonder how Hooded Boy would be understood if he woke up with no feet. You know that what he does is good. You know that what he does is good. So why is she considered good as well? You know that what he does is good. You know that what he does is good. So why is she considered good as well? Wonder how Hooded Boy would be understood if he woke up with no feet. Wonder how Hooded Boy would be understood if he woke up with no feet. Wonder how Hooded Boy would be understood if he woke up with no feet. Wonder how Hooded Boy would be understood if he woke up with no feet. You know that what he does is good. You know that what he does is good. So why is she considered good as well? She is not. Wonder how Hooded Boy would be understood if he woke up with no feet. Wonder how Hooded Boy would be understood if he woke up with no feet. Wonder how Hooded Boy would be understood if he woke up with no feet.
Someone's always coming around here, trailing some new kill. Says I've seen your picture on $100 bill. What's a game of chance to you? Him is one with real skill. So glad to meet you, Angela. Picking up the ticket shows there's money to be made. Go on, lose the gamble, that's the history of the trade. Did you add up all the cards left to play to zero and sign up with evil Angelas? Don't start me trying now. Cause I'm all over it, Angela. I can make you satisfied in everything you do. All your secret wishes could right now be coming true. Be forever with my poison arms around you. No one's gonna fool around with us. No one's gonna fool around with us. So glad to meet you, Angela.
Do you guys think like babies know something that we don't know, or do you think it's just like sheer coincidence that they react to the things that they do? There's no way. Like babies are on a whole different level of vibe checking because they know nothing about the world. The only thing they have to gauge like things in people is like pure raw energy, I feel like. Or at least I want to flatter myself in thinking that, because there was this baby at work the other day and it was like a pretty fresh baby, but he had the most like knowledgeable eyes I have ever seen. Like for a child that young, it felt like he was staring into my fucking soul. It was scary. It was like this fucking hybrid weird ass baby in Twilight. It was like it knows too much. But every time I'd walk over and I'd look at the baby, instantly Buddy would start like giggling, and that is the best feeling in the world. That makes me miss working with kids so much. I mean, I miss working with kids every single day because like that's the only thing that matters. There was a quote in Anna Karenina, and it's like a select few of us decide to like ruin our lives by having kids, and it's the responsibility of the rest of us to make sure their life is as enriched as possible, or something along those lines. No, I will find the actual quote and I'll quote it back to you guys. But it's like the only point of living is to foster the growth of the generation below us, or at least have the mindset, you know, like you want to leave the world better than you found it for the people who are left here. Because, and this shouldn't sound depressing, but it will, because it is a little bit, but it's like I'm always like dying is so finite. Like there can't be anything worse than nothing at all. Like even pain and suffering, as much as it fucking hurts, it gives you like, you get something out of it, right? And like nothingness is nothingness. Like there's just nothing to be done, which can probably be blissful in itself. I've never feared death, but might as well live it up while I can. And that's why I can't be fucking bothered. I honestly don't have the time. Like I don't have the time to be bothered anymore. Like yes, shit hurts my feeling, or like I don't know. I get my feelings hurt a lot though, so I can't say that I don't let it bother me. I guess I don't let myself reminisce. Like I let myself be like, wow, this feeling fucking sucks, as does most of my day sometimes, and that's just how it is. But like choosing to reminisce on that is my own fucking fault, because there's so much more life to live than just regrets. That's the tricky thing that fucking catches you up, is when you get all caught up in your regrets and you're like, I don't know, man. There's nothing you can do about it. So my mindset is just like, all right, carry on and learn from it. But every now and then it catches back up to me, and I have a day like I did the other day where I'm just like, what is the point? Like, what is the fucking point? But we don't know, and that is the point, that we don't know. Yeah. Let's make it. Let's not end it on a depressing note, because life is so complicated. That's the name of the show tonight. It's just complicated. Just as the whiplash of life drags you around the ringer like a little rag doll, as will this playlist, this complicated little gym that we all get to experience together for a couple hours on a Wednesday night. So thank you for being here. And thank you for being interested in music, because it makes you a cool person. I think so, at least. Do you guys want to listen to more Twilight songs? Because I checked the other day. My Twilight playlist is 6 hours long. That's fucking absurd. Also, if you guys are really sad, fucking read a book. Like, I have managed to escape probably like 25% of my time into literature, and maybe that's also attributing to why I'm so happy, because we need to get out of our fucking heads. And I don't feel like shows do that enough for me. Like, staring at a TV doesn't do it for me. It always makes me feel bad. Like, there's never a time where I'm watching TV and I leave and I'm like, wow, I feel good. Like, but reading, you can do that. You just gotta make the images yourself. And reading Twilight's so fucking funny too, because the characters in the book I see as completely different than the movies. I see the characters. Hang on. Oh, that one. I felt building in my fucking soul. I see all the Twilight characters as like their own individual book characters and then movie characters, except for Edward. I cannot differentiate Robert Pattinson and Edward Cullen. Like, I can't do it. And it's so strange, because I can do that for every other character in the book. Looks different in my head. But I can't not see Robert Pattinson every time I hear fucking any line come from Edward in the book. And that's what I also got tripped up today, because I thought that the Deftones were the Death Grips, which, I mean, who can blame me? Who can blame me? I obviously know they are different people, but I get them so mixed up when I'm trying to remember, like, whose song is whose. And I'm like, no, like, the Birds one, the Deftones. And I'm talking to my brother, and he's like, that is not what Deftones is. But I did figure out also that the kids, the people who listen to My Chemical Romance in, like, 2010 are people who listen to Deftones now. In making this playlist, I was like, oh yeah, of course it's obvious. Before we get into all of that, I will be playing you My Chemical Romance also. Fair trigger warning. We're gonna start with Forgotten, Fossilized, Archaic. This is Autumn's Gray Solace on Figjams. Thanks for listening.
across the street. I lie in wait until sundown. I saw it happen, I saw you murder. I watched the knife as it went down into the breast, and now you're running around and around, running for cover. Oh, now soon discovered, dead in the street. Oh, Einstein is right. I stuck you into my darkness. Veil is frozen, headlights can go over. Oh, Einstein is right. Red murder. Lipstick. Lipstick. Red murder. Red murder. Lipstick. Red murder. Shower me in blood, child. Shower me in lipstick. Shower me in blood, child. Shower me in lipstick. Oh yeah. Where are the girls? Where are the girls now? Where are the girls? Where are the girls now? Who is this? Who am I? What is this? Truth is this, that it lies. Truth exists. Who is this? Who am I? What is this? Truth is this, that it lies. Truth exists.
Since we took
Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed that little My Chemical Romance bit there. And it's sad to say, I mean, it's not sad to say, it's the best song on the album, but the interlude is the best song on the album, and it's 57 fucking seconds long, but it sounds exactly like Radiohead, and I love it so much, so I decided to play that, and then the song that it segues into. I do have a playlist, and I think I'm going to do a show for that fairly soon of, like, songs with just, like, legendary, like, transitions between them on album, whether it's albums or like just songs that I've found that transition very well. But I always appreciate when an album does a 180 on you. I said it the other day and I was like, yeah, I just did a 360 on that, and then my roommate was like, so you came to the same conclusion? And I was like, oh yeah, no. God, I do be yapping, don't I? You already know I have more Deftones for you. Let's see how much time we have left. Because I do also want to play some bluegrass. I think that the vibe is right for that. And I need to do... I've also just been sitting here thinking about this. I need to do like a Spotify purge, I think, for some of my playlists. I need to retire them, but I never like get rid of any playlists. Like they all stay. They just go in a folder of retired playlists that I can go to eventually. I never have touched that folder, but you know, they're always there just in case. My digital footprint is large. It's my entire life spread throughout the internet or Spotify. And I have been thinking, I think soon I will be switching to Tidal, but I'm too much of a little pussy to do that yet. So once I build up the courage to transfer all of my music to a different streaming platform, I will let you guys know and give you a review of Jay-Z's little streaming deal he's got going on over there. I want to listen to Deftones. So, and I'm also sorry because I'm playing more like Twilight themed songs. It's all over the fucking place. My Chemical Romance, though, by the way, I can't listen to them without thinking, like, the image in my head is American Horror Story, like season 1 Murder House. I don't think they're related at all. I guess when I watched Murder House for the first time was also when I was really getting into My Chemical Romance, which makes sense, but I can't differentiate between the two. So I don't know, if you're looking for more media to consume, if you haven't found your media yet, if the algorithm's been failing you, I will tell you right now to watch season 1 of American Horror Story, if that's your cup of tea. I brought this up last show or a couple shows ago, how confusing having an algorithm for like every person in the world is, and like if that's a good or a bad thing. And I've came to the conclusion it is a very, very bad thing, and I was guided rather to that conclusion from this YouTube video that showed up because of my algorithm, ironically. But she's just talking about how it's crazy that as an artist and you're like putting your art on to social media and stuff, trying to promote it, which by the way is just like a rigged system anyways, you know, so like it's whatever. But the algorithm can decide like this is shit, and it's a computer. Like it no longer has any there's nobody at fault for what an algorithm does anymore. Like once an algorithm kind of like gets its momentum, it's computer, like it's doing its own thing. Nobody's guiding that anymore. Sure, there's programmers that like built the algorithm, but it's its own like entity. And that's horrifying that like we are fed things by something that doesn't understand people, that's not a person, and there's nobody that we can turn around and be like, okay, so this is bad, maybe you should fix this. Like no, it's just a computer like chugging along forever and ever, feeding you what you want to see. And it's scary because as someone like putting things out there on the internet, that a computer can decide like the worth of the things that you do. And like even scarier is that like it could promote the algorithm can promote your stuff to people who actively, and this is what this girl's talking about, this isn't like my own words, but the algorithm can promote you to people who like actively don't like the type of things that you do, just to get like momentum, to get reactions, to get like negative feedback is feedback, or like, you know, just like get some drama going, I guess. I don't know. And it's quite scary that we have no control over this. And that's why I'm so wary about like music that is like fed to me, or like songs that become like popular like super fast, or artists like Sabrina Carpenter, like, you know, that just like pop up out of nowhere, because like those are industry plants, and those like, it's, if you have money you get seen, which this is all things that we know. It's just I get so tired of it, and like bands that are small will never like make it. That's also just because I feel like there's like an, maybe not an excess of sound, but I think we live in a very stimulating world now as far as sounds, and anyone can make anything. And I think it's really hard to become popular as an artist nowadays, just because there's that excess of sound, and there's so much out there. And even like I do this, I can't listen to bands without comparing them to other known bands, but I think that's also a separate thing. Like, that's just how my brain connects things. But like seeing underground bands like here, and like live shows and like house shows and stuff like that, that's real. Like, if the algorithm was like a real, well, okay, that's so funny. If the algorithm was a real thing, like that's just your brain, bro. Like, that's just yeah. So that's just your brain finding things like naturally. But it is so fucking hard to do that when any media you're on, period, just kind of sucks you into what it thinks that you will like. Therefore, and like I talked about this last time, like it's like do I like things so the algorithm finds it for me, or does the algorithm find things, therefore I like the things because I think that the algorithm finds it for me because I like it? Does the algorithm know that I know that it knows that I know? Crazy stuff. Even though I've probably found the Deftones through some sort of algorithmic sequence of videos, I'm very happy that I found them. So I'm going to play some of them. Here is Change in the House of Flies by Deftones on Figjams. Thanks for listening.
Fly Drink up, baby, stay up all night with the things you could do. You won't, but you might. The potential you'll be that you'll never see. The promises you'll only make. Drink up with me now and forget all about the pressure of days. Do what I say and I'll make you okay and drive them away. The images stuck in your head. People you've been before that you don't want around anymore, that push and shove and won't bend to your will. I'll keep them still. Drink up, baby, look at the stars. I'll kiss you again between the bars where I'm seeing you there with your hands in the air, waiting to finally be caught. Drink up one more time and I'll make you mine, keep you apart, deep in my heart, separate from the rest, where I like you the best, and keep the things you forgot. The people you've been before that you don't want around anymore, that push and shove and won't bend to your will. I'll keep them still.
Stole my children left my son. Of all of them, he's the only one who did not mean that much to me. I tip my cap to the raging sea. Oh, cover me up, I'm pale as night, with a mind so dark and skin so white. Is this the devil having fun? Tip my cap to the raging sun. Now all my rage been gone, all my rage been gone. I leave my rage to the sea and the sun. I leave my rage to the sea and the sun. My son, of all of them, he's the only one who did not mean that much to me. I tip my cap to the raging sea. Daughter, she's the pretty one, and married her up to the reverend son. Now she lives in a sin-free world. I tip your cap to the brave old girl. Now
in twilight glow I see her, blue eyes crying in the rain. And when we kissed goodbye and parted, I knew we'd never meet again. Love is like a dying ember, only memories remain, and through the ages I'll remember blue eyes crying in the rain. And when we meet again up yonder, we'll stroll hand in hand again in a land that knows no parting. Blue eyes crying in the rain. Blue eyes crying in the rain. Raining two places, crying in the rain.
Sorry to do it to you. I played that song because it sounds like Animal Crossing to me. Thank you guys for listening. That has been the show for tonight. Obviously, I have one more song to finish it off for you. I wanted to play Between the Bars because my brother's been learning that on guitar and he's obsessed with it right now. So I thought it was cute. I also I learned that song like 2 years ago and I would always play it on guitar in his camper. And then he texted me the other day. He's like, I'm learning Between the Bars, and I was like, the song that I would play all the time. And he's like, that's the song you're playing all the time. And I was like, okay, well, I might need to practice if you couldn't tell. But and then I don't know. I think I'm gonna need to do a bluegrass song or a bluegrass show here soon, because I am finding a lot of comfort in that genre of music as of recent. I also so I played Ariel Pink earlier, Lipstick, and I played that for my friend because every time I look at my legs and see like the white spots, I think of Ariel Pink and white freckles, and then I want to play Lipstick because that's my favorite Ariel Pink song. And I played it for my friend, and she said it sounded like a spare. And I was like, okay, can you elaborate on that, please? Because I definitely have abstract ideas when it comes to music, but like a spare, like that's crazy. What does that mean? So more on that, because now I really want to make a spare playlist as well as like a strike playlist to accompany it. I'm gonna finish off the show though with some Ween. My new favorite thing right now is playing The Mollusk for people who don't know that SpongeBob was inspired by this album. And if you didn't know that, SpongeBob was inspired by this album. Thank you guys for listening. I will catch you next week, same time, same place, Wednesday, 8 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, 7 p.m. Central. I will be working on having a place to upload all these videos to that doesn't get taken down by YouTube, so you can watch them at your leisure. I will, since I just found out that I had not done that, I just put the playlist link in the description, so if you refresh your page, you can see that there if you want the playlist for tonight or just to stalk my Spotify. It's on there. Thank you guys for listening. I will see you next week for some more tunes. Here is She Wanted to Leave by Ween on session 94 of Figjams. See you guys next week for 95. Stay cool out there. Bye-bye.
Three men, so they were. Three men out at sea. Three men came aboard my ship and took my true love from me. I couldn't believe she wanted to leave. She wanted to leave. I've loved you so